Hey dudes, hey. I was pulling in and I realized I was going like 45 and I was like getting in a school zone and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to like slow my roll right now. There's literally children outside, but it was because it was like a curve. No children were harmed, okay? We're good. Anyways, I thought I'd come to a park and just like chit chat. I feel like I haven't done that, especially ever since I ended my podcast. I'm like, I still have a lot to say, but I like now want to save it for like the vlogs and everything. So here we are. And I was gonna go to a coffee shop and get something, but I can't really have caffeine anymore because it just gives me really bad like acid reflux. So instead, I got a juice from my fridge. This is Humix. If you're Mexican, you know this. If you're not Mexican, you probably still know this. I mean, it's just juice. This is guava nectar. I want to say, well, this is not like really like healthy because it's like 25 grams of added sugar. Crazy. And I could say, you know, I don't drink soda because it's like not healthy, but this is like basically the same thing except there's no carbonation. There's a lot of sugar. I don't even know how much sugar soda has. I'm just realizing that I just took my nails off, so my nails are really weak, and I don't know if I'll be able to open this. Maybe with my finger. So let's see. Let's see. I haven't had guava in a while. That's so good. Now I'm craving a guava. And they're so tiny too. They're like this little. My grandma loves guavas. Oh, I miss her. Going back home next weekend, so I'll get to see her for a bit. Not to like toot my own horn, but I'm gonna do it either way. Life has been really, really good lately. I just got back from New York this weekend. New York was great. I had so much fun. I want to move there now. I do. Like, I fell in love with the city. Like, how can you not? I feel like everyone who goes there, like, falls in love with the city. It's beautiful. There's so much to do, so much to see, so many people all the time, everywhere, like, real people. And it's, like, it's crazy because, like, I live in like Phoenix, right? And everything you have to like drive to, and I'm conscious of that. But I didn't realize how much the driving takes away from like seeing other people like out on the street, you know, or like just like walking past someone. It really is like you only see people like that you're purposely trying to see. Like when you're going, I think the only other time is like when you're going to the grocery store, and like that's when you see like the most other people. But like if you're going to like a specific like coffee shop, you're just, there's a specific crowd there, you know? Or if you're going to a specific bar, there's a specific crowd there. In New York, like everyone's just like mending, that's not the word, melting. What? I don't know English. Oh my gosh. In my defense, it is my second language, so. Janine, I can't be using that every time. I be using that a lot. I'm just like, I'll mispronounce something and I'm like, oh, it's my second language. Like, God forbid, you know? But that's no excuse. I'm 26 years old. I should know better. But yeah, everyone is just like, it's so mixed, and I just fell in love with that. And I know in my sustainability studies for my undergrad, like, walkable cities were put on a pedestal, and I can see why now. Like, I've been to a walkable city before, but like this just felt so much like more like different. I was getting like 18 to like 22,000 steps a day without even trying. It was just like, oh, we're gonna go see this, we're gonna go eat here, we're gonna go to Central Park, and I was like, wow, like this is amazing. But yeah, so now it's on my mind, and whenever something is on my mind like that, I'm a brat. Like ever since I was a kid, if I wanted something, I would throw a fit until I would get it. And like, you know, as a kid, that's not a great personality trait to have. I made my mom's life super difficult. I know that. I made her cry. I know that. But as an adult, it kind of like works in my favor, because when I want something, I'm like, and I can't get it out of my head, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, aren't I? Like, and I just have to channel my inner brat, you know? Because like for a while, I kind of like was like, take a back seat, girl. Like, you need to just like stay still for a little bit. But now I'm in this like era where I'm like, I want to do what I want to do. Like, who's gonna stop me? Free will, baby. I'm practicing my free will. 2026 is my year. No, 2027 is the year. My lease for my current place ends until December of 2026. From there, I mean, I could be saying all this, but like life is so fluid. Like it is gonna change. Things are gonna change. And the cool part is that like whenever I think of like something that I want, for example, and I go after it and I get it, it always looks different from what I envisioned. And sometimes it's either good or bad. Like sometimes there's a good lesson in it, or sometimes there's a bad lesson in it. Like for example, I remember this one time I was so desperately head over heels over my ex, like in 2021, 2022. And I remember like being like, I need to see him, like, universe, like, please, I need to talk to him again. It got granted, but I didn't like the person he was anymore. And so even though I got what I want, it showed me that like, this is not even for you though. Here you go. Like the universe said, here you go, but this is not for you anymore. And I love that life is just like that. Like you'll go after something or you'll meet people. It's like, it's never what you expect. Like life is never what you expect. You put yourself in situations and it looks so much more different than what you pictured in your head. And instead of being like scared of that uncertainty, I'm like really just embracing it lately, because letting go of that expectation, or like letting go of like certain scenarios playing out in certain ways, it has been so much more liberating, because there's a lot more freedom to play around and get curious and just be more open, I guess. I think that's the word. Like for a while I was really fixated on like, if what I want doesn't look exactly how I'm picturing it in my head, then I don't want it. I need it to be exactly like this. But then that would shut me off from like a lot of opportunities. So yeah, and that wasn't great. Every time I go somewhere and I travel, I don't know if this happens to you, but like whenever I go out, like even if it's just visiting my hometown, like 3 hours away, or even if I go to Mexico real quick, you know, where I've gone all my life, like sometimes I'll come back and like I always have a new perspective, because like getting out of like my little routine and like my comfort zone, which is like where I live and like my little area, it always just like something is always like shifting a little bit, because I see how other people live, how other people's perspectives are, and like the things that people are doing that I would have never thought to do. It's just so cool. Traveling is definitely one of those things that like I've always known that I wanted to travel, but whenever I do it, I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I needed. Which is like so unfortunate, because like traveling can be really expensive. Like yes, you can do you can definitely go like affordable and like figure it out, but like it is pretty tricky. Like you do have to be, I feel like, really in the weeds to like do all that. It's so worth it, especially in your 20s, because this is like, there's still, I'm always going to be evolving. Everyone's always going to be evolving and changing. That's never going to change. But like to be doing that and like this time in your life, when you're figuring out your values and your beliefs and what you tolerate, what you don't, what environments you work better in, like your preferences, your dislikes. It's so important to just like get out there and just like be out in the world and actually like interacting with the world, I had a point to that and I completely lost it, if I'm being honest. Oh my gosh, other news. I came back from New York with a boyfriend. Yeah, I found one over there and I just brought him back. No, I'm kidding. No, the person that I traveled with, they ended up asking me out and I said yes, obviously. They said I'm a girlfriend. And it's just like, it's so weird to say that I'm a like girlfriend again, because if you have been following me for a while, you know that like there was a time that I was like intentionally just being single and like not trying to date anyone, not trying to be with anyone. And I feel like that after having that period of like intentionally being like, no, like I'm not seeking out anything, things just really like shifted for me, because I started looking for fulfillment in my friendships and my relationships with my family, and literally in every other place besides a romantic relationship. I feel like even I expected, or like maybe other people expected, for that to last like years, or like maybe not years, but like a good year or so. It was only for a couple months before I decided to get back on like dating apps, and that's when I met my current boyfriend. That current boyfriend doesn't sound great. Where am I, my boyfriend? Gosh, Janine, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. But no, once I got back on like dating apps, I had a completely different mentality. Like it was no longer like looking for something in particular or like trying to check off like boxes of any kind. It was just more so like, you know what? If I vibe with someone, then I'll vibe with someone, and if I don't, oh well, you know? Like I was like not so serious about it, because like it just when you go into something so like stiff and like there's no like room for like playfulness to like, what if you don't even vibe with, like someone could check off all your boxes but like you could just like not like vibe, you know? And like I wish I could think of a better word than vibe, because that just sounds like but like that's the only way that I can really like phrase it, is like you either like vibe with someone or you don't. And I remember my mom used to tell me that. She'd be like, Janine, I don't understand why you're so conflicted about this one person. Like, you either like someone or you don't. Like, it's not that complicated. And I was like, Mom, you just don't get it. Like, we're trying to work really hard at this. And like, I was trying so hard at a relationship that like we weren't even clicking anymore. That's a better word. We weren't like clicking anymore. And I was like, I thought relationships were supposed to be like hard. Like, I thought like it was supposed to be like no, like there should be a flow to it. If it's always hard and you're always trying to explain your feelings to someone because they just don't understand, like, oh, like why do you feel like that, or like that's just, you're just not like, it's not a good vibe. But yeah, this time around I went in with a completely different perspective, and I even like did my silly little Stitch voice impression from Lilo and Stitch. and that's the one thing, because I was like, okay, if I'm having fun with it, I'm gonna add this, because like there's like voice prompts that you can do on like on Hinge, and I'm gonna have fun with it. And yeah, that was the one thing that got my boyfriend's attention. And I was like, so he has a sense of humor. We love this. I am big on humor. Like, it's not that like I can't be, like I can be serious when a serious conversation or a serious moment calls for it, but like okay, life is so short. Like we just, okay, I need to stop saying that. Life is not short. Life is long and beautiful and, you know, fulfilling, whatever. But like it's just like you have to like have fun in your daily life. It can't just be so like serious all the time, you know? That's just not how I roll. And yeah, just embracing that playfulness a little more, I feel like flowing a lot better in every aspect of my life. Damn, this shit is so good, bro. I feel like this is giving stuck in a car with Tara, except I'm stuck here alone. Oh my gosh, and it's like September. We're like halfway through September already, and I'm so excited. Like the fall, even though it's Arizona and it's so hot right now, like I am having such a good time whenever I go to the store. Like all the decorations and everything, I'm just like, ooh, let's look at the spooky stuff, let's look at the pumpkin stuff. I need to start like planning things. I need to start planning a Halloween party. Yes, I know we're halfway through September, but I need to start planning it now, because there's drinks that I want to make. Like I want to make like a whole like spooky little bar setup, you know? And Friendsgiving, need a plan for that. Like what me and my roommate have been loving to do. Dude, my camera keeps like shutting off because it's like too hot. Like the internal battery is too hot, and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm putting it in the same position as it was before. We're trusting that it is. But yeah, me and my roommate have been really into like, we're hostess, okay? She cooks, I cook, she bakes, I bake. Like we both love a good hosting, and so it works out perfectly, because since we live together, the destination spot is our place. I have the decor and she'll do like the baking and like the other stuff, and we help each other. And I think I have the most ideal living situation right now, because my last roommate situation was not great, okay? Let's just say that. It was not great. And so this time around, having a roommate that like, she cleans up after herself just exactly like I do. If she makes something, she'll offer me food, and like there's always like kind of an open dialogue. And whenever we are like getting home from work or whatever, and we'll just like be at the kitchen and like talk our shit, like we were just like catching up. But yeah, I'm so grateful for her, and I'm excited to host all the events this seasonal time. Oh, I love this season, starting from, I want to say August, yeah, from August, because that's my birthday month, from August to December, I'm having such a good time. The vibes are high. The vibes are so freaking high. And all I can remember as a kid, I loved it because of that too. Like, starting the school year, my birthday would come, and then after that, it's like Halloween and Thanksgiving. I get more excited about Friendsgiving because it's like more intentional. Like, my family is obviously from Mexico, as I mentioned, so like Thanksgiving wasn't really like, we started celebrating it like later on when I got to like be a teenager, but it's not really like a nostalgic thing, I think. But Friendsgiving, what we're making of it now in my 20s is so fun. And then Christmas, I love Christmas, Nochebuena, and then Navidad. Like, those are 2 days to celebrate, and especially with like divorced parents. Personally, I love it. I get double the presents. I get stuffed twice. It's a good time. I am not complaining. I love this season. I think that's where I'm gonna end it. I've been yapping here for a while, and I don't want this to die again or like overheat again. Like, gosh darn it, I might do it again. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.